Hello and welcome to the final round of the DDF Racer YouTube channel Hotlap Challenge Championship. Believe it or not, we're already here at week 8. If you're late to the party, then check out this link on top of the screen right now and get yourself up to speed with all of the previous challenges, but you're going to have to be quick because there's only 1 week left to set some times. For each challenge, I've been choosing a different car track combination every week in RaceRoom Racing Experience, giving myself 1 hour to go and set a time, and then throwing it over to you to go and beat me. We've had a few good combinations throughout the course of the championship with the NSU at Bilsterberg, the Ford GT at Mid-Ohio, and of course the IndyCar at Silverstone, but there is nothing quite like today's challenge. To round things off in style for the 8th and final round, and you're probably going to hate me for this, we are taking the X-90 car to Lakeview Hillclimb Reverse. Yep, that's right. We're taking a 1990s Formula 1 car to what is effectively a tarmac rally stage. Guys, I'm so sorry. Now, in order to register any of your times in the championship, you need to add me as a friend in RaceRoom Racing Experience. Because when I go through the leaderboards, I filter by friends only to see who's taking part in the championship and who isn't. And to make it nice and easy, you can find a link to my RaceRoom profile in the video description, along with a link to the championship standings spreadsheet to see where everybody is on points. So I guess there's not much more left to say apart from good luck and thank you to everybody who's taken part. This has been so much more successful than I could ever have imagined, so thank you for getting involved and setting some times. Don't forget, you've only got 1 week to get some times on the board, so you better hurry. Okay guys, so here we are on the track getting ready to go, except it's not a track, it's a hill climb run, which means instead of going around and doing laps and laps like we would normally do, we have a start point and a finish point, so we go from point A to point B. So we'll be doing runs today, not laps, and yep, you can hear in the background, the hill climb fans are going absolutely crazy. They cannot wait to see this FRX90 car go around. But let's see what kind of times we're dealing with. The fastest currently set by Mr. Pavel is a 2:58.8, and the slowest is a 5:53.6, so nearly 3 minutes difference between those two lap times. Only 2 people have attempted this before. Now, just to clarify, you can use any of the FRX90 cars in this challenge, the V8, the V10, or the V12. I've gone with the V10. Yeah, I'm going to do a few recce laps, memorize where all the sharp turns are, and then go flat out, basically, so let me get stuck in. Okay, so the timer is running. Let's get into the car. Pop it into first. Oh, listen to that, it's so good. Wait for that green light. Maybe next time I'll start it in second gear. Lots of wheel spin in this thing. It's, whoa, so fast. I know there's a lot of flat out turns around here. I'm just going to take it so gently for now, just to get used to it. Taking note of those sharp turn markers, of course. This Lakeview Hillclimb Reverse course is based in Sweden. So all of the signs are in blue and yellow, the national colours. Wow, okay, there's a crunch. Luckily, damage is turned off in these leaderboard challenges. But I think this is going to be... this next hour for me is going to be full of crunches, I would say. I'm just putting it out there, just a random guess. The speed in this thing is nuts. There's some very bumpy roads as well. This car was never designed to do this hill climb run. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a Mark Webber takeoff moment at some point. And there's the lake. Hence the name Lakeview. Oh, concentrate down. There's a barrier there. Remember that for next time. Here's a jump by the looks of things. Yep. Slow it down because there's some sharp turn. Okay, that's a very sharp turn. So remember, Dan, after the Sector 3 banner jump, it's a slow it down to a slower left and a slow right, and that's another slow right there as well. The rear of the car sliding out there. It's kind of hard to find some reference points. There's another sharp corner as well. So once we come up again up the hill after the lake view, where the lake's on the left, it gets pretty tight uphill left-hander. Okay, there's a red barn. Is that useful for anything? It's an over the crest, flat out. Wow, okay. Getting lots of air then. There's another red barn. Slow it right down for that one. Looks dangerous. And now over the crest. What have we got? Oh, that's it. That's the end of the run. Okay. What time is it? What time is it? It's a 2:54.178. Now, does that put us at the top of the board? I think we may be very close to the top of the board. We're already at the top of the board. And that was our recce run. Okay, guys, there is so much more time to find in this thing. I love the sound of the fans in the background, the air horns, the klaxons, the cheering, the sound in RaceRoom. It's so good. Oh, bit of wheel spin again then. But let's keep going. No point restarting it just yet. We can use this as a learning experience. This first section, the majority of it is absolutely flat out. The downforce in this car is just gluing it to the road. Apart from when it's going over a crest, of course. We're massively up on our first attempt so far. Pop it down to 5th. Turn the car around. Should have probably gone into 4th though. I need to use the drive in the car. I'm really not using the top of the revs. Okay, Sector 3 banner. Sharpie here. And it goes sharp to the right as well, so keep that in mind. And it's a long one as well. This is a long right-hander. Oh, ran it out a lot then onto the grass. We're still 7.5 seconds up though. Okay, now remember when it goes up at the top of the hill. It's a sharp left. There we go. Remembered it, I remembered it. That's such a nice little chicane section, that. I love that. Oh, bit of a tap on the barrier on the outside there. 4th gear does it nicely. Oh, wow, another tap on the barrier. We're losing a bit of time. We're almost 10 seconds up. And this is the final run to the line. Okay, here we go. What have we got? 2 minutes 44.9. Okay, that's another 10 seconds off the time. Let's try it again. Let's try and get a good start this time, hey? Well, that will also do. It's massively faster, though. Seems like that's a much quicker way to start this car than obviously veering off to the left-hand side of the track. Using all of the grass here. You wouldn't normally do this in a Formula 1 car, but hey. I was going to say it does work, but obviously it doesn't. Let's try again. That's a bit better. Car still feels very sketchy over the top of these rises and crests though, which is to be expected, because the air is getting underneath the car and it's trying to lift it. All those big wings are acting as a massive air brake, basically. Oh! Almost rolled it. Almost rolled it. It really is bumpy here, and there's such strange camber. It's nigh and impossible to memorize every single corner. You just got to try and drive on instinct, and then remember the markers that you do, and just hope it doesn't go wrong on the ones that you don't remember. It's definitely all about being brave, this. The problem with this car is the track comes up at such a rate, it doesn't give you a chance to react to it. It's like, by the time you see the slow down markers, it's already too late. Oh, okay, so getting on the grass on the inside, you can use it, but it slows the car down a lot. It pushes you wide, obviously, because it's grass, not tarmac, so it is advisable to stay on the tarmac whenever you can here. Okay, so we're nearly quarter of an hour down in the session, and I've got a 2 minute 44.9 on the board so far. I know I can go a lot faster than that, but I think I'm pushing too hard too soon, making loads of little silly little mistakes, and here, one little mistake basically costs you big time. Big time, because there's rocks and trees and fences and lakes all over the place. So let's reset and try again. Oh, too wide. Caught the grass on the outside there. Kept it going in the right direction though. Spoke too soon. Okay, so let's wait for those green lights, and this time I'm not going to build any revs whatsoever. I'm just going to floor it in second once they go green. That seemed to work alright. Little lift off through that first left-hander and then away. Little chicane here. Cresting in 5th. And then we slow it down for the right-hander here. Keep it tucked in and then floor it again. Got to get into this one nice and early, turning nice and early. And this is just a sharp left up the hill. And away we go. It's flat out for the foreseeable future now. Easy right. Keep it pinned. Another easy right. Little lift over the top of this one though. Underneath the ST bridge. Easy right. Easy right again. Little lift. Baby lift. Lift again. And now the lake on the right hand side. There's a sharp right coming up here, I think. Ooh, didn't get the apex, but we missed the barrier. A couple of blind crests here, and it's going to go to a sharp right very soon. Need to slow it down. Here we go. There we go. Sharp left at the top of the hill after the Sector 3 jump. Down to third. Be patient on the apex. Whoa, big wiggle on the rear there. And again, another slow right-hander here. Down to third. The rear wants to get loose over the top of that crest. And it tightens on the exit. I did that last time as well. But we're still up on our best time, so I'm going to keep on going. There's rocks on exit. Through the hill climb bit. And remember, at the top of the hill climb, sharp left, sharp left. There we go. Remembered. Keeping it in fourth for a bit of stability, which isn't helping too much. Long, flowing right-hander. We're 3 seconds up. There's the red barn. First red barn isn't any kind of major corner. Got a chicane coming up, so just keep it in. This is a very fast chicane, though, this one. To the left. Oh, Sector 3 bridge red barn. And that's the final run. That's the final run. We're 3.5 seconds up, nearly 4 seconds up, approaching the line. Is it going to be a 2-minute 30 lap? Oh no, it's a 2-minute 41.017. Okay, we could definitely get into the 2:30s here. Maybe a 2:39? I don't know. Let's go and give it a go. This is just one of those combos that is just absolutely nuts. I'm sorry to put you guys through this. I'm kind of regretting it now myself. This is becoming an incredibly frustrating experience. There's one little mistake, and that's the end of the run. You could be 5 seconds up. It could be over so quickly. Oh, and there's a fence. And there's another fence, and now, oh, around it goes again. Oh, that's actually making me kind of dizzy. Whew. Do not recommend doing that in VR, guys. Whoa. Ooh, okay, I might need to take a break for a minute. Whew. Woo! The replays of this thing are going to look so good. My brain is telling me that my right foot should not be stuck to the floor, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, that was good as well. Oh, I was a few seconds up. See, the problem I'm finding now is that I'm nailing the first section, but because I'm restarting so many times, I'm not actually doing any practice of the second section, so maybe I should just carry on doing my runs, because when I get halfway through, it's... That's not a perfect first sector. Okay, carry on anyway. I've got 37 minutes left to go in the session, so this will take another 3 or so minutes. I'm just going to get familiar with the end of the track. Obviously, with this kind of driving, I'm used to having a co-driver, having some rally notes, you know? 6 right into 6 left. Caution, rocks on exit, 1, don't cut. Obviously, there's no room for co-driver in this X-90 car, and even if there was room for co-driver, I don't think he'd be able to make any sense, because the speed that this thing gets up to is just ludicrous. Oh! Oh, it's over.
Okay, you need to watch these track limits. No, you've gone upside down there.
Thank you, Spotter. Of course, there is no launch control, no traction control, no ABS on this thing. It's pure car. No electronic driver aids whatsoever. Unlike the Benetton 1994, of course, with its secret mode or whatever it was. Okay guys, I've made a few small changes to the setup. I've maxed out the downforce, and I've softened the springs by 1 click on all 4 corners. I've also increased the front and rear ride height by 1 click. So let's see how that affects the handling of the car. Hopefully it should make it a little bit more compliant over the bumps. It should also help with the grip in the corners. When you soften the suspension, the car is more likely to squat down. Having stiffer springs reduces bottoming out, so by softening the springs, there's not as much force pushing the car back up again when the downforce kicks in. So you can use packers to basically counteract for the softer suspension, but that makes the car a lot more unstable over bumps when the packers are in use. Okay, so we're now approaching the halfway point of the session, and we're yet to improve on our 2-minute 41 time. It feels like I'm not brave enough to use the revs. Could do with some better drive, I think. Using those revs, using the peak power of the engine. This wonderful V10. Obviously, these X-90 cars are absolutely amazing. The physics, the audio, RaceRoom Sector 3 have just done such a fantastic jobs. I've driven this car at Spa, at Paul Ricard, and probably many other tracks that I can't remember right now because my brain is at full capacity. But I love it. Every time I've driven it, I've always had a huge smile on my face. Not that you can tell underneath this ridiculous headset, of course. Oh, rocks on exit. Whew, that's close. And there goes all of that time. Oh, we've actually made a little bit back. Woo! No! No! Oh, no! No! That was so much better as well. Threw it away on the final corner. That was the finish there. We're about 2 seconds up. That would have definitely got us into the 2-minute 39s. All right, let's try again. I'm really starting to get to know where the camber in the circuit is now as well. Using that to my advantage, helping the dips in the road pull the car around. You've got to do that to find the time here. You've got to use everything to your advantage in the road. If you're on the wrong side of the camber, it will push you wide. Obviously, with this being a normal public road, I imagine it's crowned in the middle, so it falls off towards the edges to help, obviously, with drainage, because it's an everyday road. You don't really get so much of a crown on racetracks because the drains are by the side of the track and it's designed to drain away easily, like the grooves you see on the start-finish straight of Spa-Francorchamps. That's to help with the drainage. I don't know why they don't use those on public roads, actually, now I think about it. That's a great idea. You heard it here first. DDF Racer Roads and Transport. Gently, gently, Dan. I'm too scared to look at the lap time delta. I can't take my eyes off the road. And obviously for good reason. Look at this. This is nuts. There we go. We made it through in one piece. We're 4.3 seconds up. Not quite 5 seconds, but what time are we going to get as we cross the line? 2 minutes 36.643. Thank you very much. Wow, okay, there's still so much more time to be found in this as well. That's the crazy thing. I need way more than an hour. It's getting to the stage now. We're half a second. Oh, yep. Oh! It's getting to the stage now where half a second makes a lot of difference. Also, forgetting where you are on the track and going headfirst into the barrier and rolling the car, that also makes a lot of difference. Oh! Plonked the grass on the inside there, and that kind of ruined us for the second part.
Seeing lots of front locking.
Thank you, Mr. Spotter. That's because I would have slammed on to have killed the speed, but good observation anyway, sir. Okay, so we're running out of time now with less than 20 minutes to go in the session. One of the problems you've got here is because of the long time it takes to basically get the time on the board, we're looking at 3 minutes a run here, compared to, say, 1 minute 20 on some of the previous laps we've run. You can't get as many attempts in. There's just not enough time. Like, even if I'd have gone back-to-back on every single run in this hour, I would have only got maybe 20 runs in at most. So really, it doesn't give you that many opportunities to get a time on the board. Think about it, 20 attempts. Each one, you've got to try and memorize where all the reference points are. With no brake markers, no pace notes, no nothing. It's pretty tricky, this. Oh, too wide. That was up half a second as well. Oh, just lack of concentration. My brain is fried. Seriously, guys. One little mistake, one little running wide, and that is the end of the stint. I'm probably sounding like a stuck record so far today in this video, but that's just the way it is. No, you guys are gonna hate me. I know it. I hate me. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm just so grateful that this car isn't a H-pattern gearbox car, where you have to manually shift it with the clutch and the shifter. I don't think my brain could keep up with that. Now, the most intimidating part of the circuit here now, well, not the circuit, the run, sorry, I should say, it's all flat out. You just gotta hold the throttle. There's maybe a tiny lift at this left-hander here. The second part here, just to get it to turn. Down to fifth here. And now the corners start to get progressively slower. And don't run wide like last time. There we go. Don't brake too late for this. Need to brake a little bit earlier there, next time round. Rocks on the outside, there we go, we missed them. Not quite flat there.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Let's try again. That was a big one. Okay, so I've only really got time for 2 more runs now, guys. This is getting pretty squeaky. No! Ah! No, you don't rear. Not today. Yes! We made it through! What time is it? 2:35.059. Okay. We got time for one more run. One more run. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's beat the 2:35 barrier. Oh no! Mistake in the first sector. We're only a second down. You never know, guys. You never know. But if I do beat my best time, I'll know that there's a second in there to get. Oh, there's the wall. No! Oh, there's a rock. We didn't do it. We didn't beat our best time in the last run. It was going to be on for a better lap slightly, so I know there's a lot more time in there. But unfortunately, that's the rules. I get 1 hour and 1 hour only to set a time. That's how it's been for every single challenge so far. Wow, my brain is gone. All the best in that one. Seriously, you guys are going to need it. That is probably the most I've had to concentrate for a long time doing any kind of driving. I even had to just stop commentating at one point because it just wasn't happening. As soon as I did stop commentating, the time came. So yeah, best lap of a 2:35.059. I know you guys can go faster, and I know you guys are going to drive yourselves absolutely crazy in the process, but all the best, and don't forget to add me as a friend in RaceRoom Racing Experience if you haven't already added that, to make sure your time gets registered into the championship, because I filter the leaderboards by friends only, and then I can see who's taking part and who's taking not. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed watching me struggle with that immensely, then don't forget to leave it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, share your times in the comments, how you did, and subscribe, because in 1 week's time, the competition closes. Now, all 8 challenges are currently open, so it's not like you've missed the first and second and third and so on week. All of them are still open, so if you're only just finding out about this championship now, you've still got time. Not much time, but you've still got time. So I'll put a link somewhere on the screen to a playlist that you can go and check all those videos out and get all the combos. There's a link in the description to my RaceRoom profile, the championship standing spreadsheet. Thank you so much for taking part so far. Let's go and see if you can get me in the final challenge and see where we all stand in a week's time. Thanks guys, I'll see you soon.